Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning fear-mongering tactics that used by Christians all the time to keep people in fear. And a lot of these things that I'm gonna share with you are things that I would have heard mentioned by a Christian lady on TikTok who's been trying to lead people astray, not knowing that she's actually leading people astray, speaking about things that she doesn't even know about because she do not understand even the simple law of mentalism. So that is what I really mean when I say that she do not know what she's speaking about, because anyone who have any understanding at all of the law of mentalism would know that all is mind, that everything is mental, everything is psychological, that everything have to first be a thought, it have to first be an idea, and it have to first be imagined. And most surely they would know that no book, absolutely no book in this world could ever be written and it wasn't first a thought or first an idea or first imagined by someone. That is why someone with that level of mentality will go so far to say things like manifestation is demonic. So I'm gonna speak of some of the things that she says that is demonic and is witchcraft and is satanic and is of the devil and all of these things, just to show you that she do not have any understanding of the law of polarity, that everything has its polar opposite. It's just the different side of the same coin. I'm going to highlight these things also to show you that this young lady do not understand that God says in the Bible that I am the one who kill and the one who make alive, the one who wound and the one who heal. It means she have never read Deuteronomy 30-39. Neither have she ever read Isaiah chapter 45 verses 5-7 that says I am God and there's no other also that says that I create the darkness and I create the light, I create good and I create evil. And then it says in Amos 3:6, can evil be done in a city and God haven't done it? So all of this is just to show you that people who have that kind of religious mentality, who want to demonize everything, is that they do not have any understanding of who is God. Because they do not know that God in man is man's imagination, and they do not know that the central character of the Bible is man's imagination, and the Bible was first imagined. It was first a thought, it was first an idea. So no one could have written unless they've been inspired. Inspiration comes from thoughts, thought frequencies. Okay? And the hypocritical thing about these self-righteous, religious, superstitious people is that they never claim that, they're not saying that money is demonic. They're not saying the platform that they are using to spread their message is demonic. Like for example, they're not going to say that YouTube or TikTok, if they're on YouTube, they're not going to say it's demonic. If they're on TikTok, they're not going to say that it's demonic. But all of those things are manifestations also. Because there was a time there was no TikTok, there was a time there was no YouTube, there was a time there was no internet. And I'm saying all of this to show you the ignorance among people, especially black people. I have to say black people because most of our people have these kind of superstitious and religious belief. We might say yes, there are other people from other races who have these other beliefs, but these other races, most of them have their God that they believe in, that is in their image and their likeness. And for example, if the white man believe in Jesus, Jesus is actually painted in his image and his likeness, so he's actually believing in himself. So my brothers, my sisters, our people need to learn to believe in themselves and stop believing some God or some Savior or some Master or some Lord outside of themselves, and stop believing some outside entity and stop being superstitious and religious and stop blaming some sort of devil or some sort of Satan, and learn to be responsible for your thoughts and your actions, because thoughts do become things. So I have to really do this video to help to break some of the ignorance among our people. So I've written down some of the things that this young lady was telling you know, the religious people who would listen to her and believe that these things are demonic and so on. Okay, I have to definitely name them out. So when you come among people who will call these things witchcraft and say they're evil and so on, you have to realize that they've been brainwashed and they've been deceived, and just hold them at the point of dealing with everything is mental and everything is psychological. And a word is a thought express. You just have to hold them right there. Because you realize they have no concept of their own minds. And if the Bible is literal, why are they even speaking? Because speaking is mental. Why do they don't just do the act? And even if they do the action, still it is mental. Because every word and every action is the expression of a thought. So here, what this girl was saying, she was saying tarot cards. If tarot cards, okay, are evil and it's witchcraft, then money is evil and witchcraft because come from the same source. Somebody had to tap into the creative self to come up with the idea of tarot card and tarot card reading and all that. All the readings that people do is intuition. They're just using the intuition. They're highly intuitive people that's given a gift, and the gift is used to help to uplift humanity. They're not using it to hurt other people. They're using it to uplift humanity, to tell them things that will help them. Then she have here the evil eye. Anyone who want to use an evil eye, which is a stare, okay, an intentional stare to hurt someone or to do someone evil, is someone who still do not have any concept of themselves or know who they are. Because if you know who you are, you will know who others are also, because you know that we are all spirit having a human experience. So it's all ignorance. If a person have to use anything to hurt anyone, because anyone who understand that sin is ignorance, they will understand also that we are here searching to find ourselves, because we all born here in a state of amnesia, which is a state of forgetfulness. So this same girl who's talking and she can't tell you anything that she can remember when she was 6 months old or even 12 months or 24 months. So she cannot tell you that. Okay? So I have to really highlight these things. She said yoga. Yoga. I don't even believe she know that yoga is actually mean union, oneness. She said yoga is demonic and it's witchcraft too. So exercise become witchcraft too. Having the right thinking become witchcraft. She said horoscope is witchcraft. So the zodiac and all of these things is basically witchcraft. It's devilish, it's satanic. When the Bible itself speaks about the 12 signs, the zodiac, all in the book of Job, we talk about it. She said, listen to frequency is demonic and is witchcraft. When everything in this world is energy, vibration, and frequency. You listen to radio, you listen to television, frequency, and she on the computer is frequency. She using TikTok. She on TikTok is frequency. But yeah, she telling you listen to frequency is witchcraft and demonic. So thinking itself is witchcraft and demonic from a Christian perspective. I'm saying all of this just to show you the brainwash. She said transcendental meditation music. You see all those things that they are witchcraft, the demonic. And I'm saying to you that these kind of people, you have to be careful with these kind of people, because these are the kind of people who do not want you to discover your higher self. They do not want you to know how powerful you are. They do not want you to know that you can create your every desire how you want it to be, or create your life, I should say, however you want it to be, and you can achieve your every desire by activating your inner power. So she went on to even say astral projection. All these things are witchcraft and the demonic and the evil. Because you see, they don't want you to get in touch with your spiritual self. They just want you to live in the realm of the physical only. So they want to keep you one-track minded. They want to keep you controlled. So you have to be careful when they try to use religion and use Christianity and try to use fear to control your mentality. Whatever you want to do with your body is your body. But then they're going to tell you vaccinating you is not witchcraft. They're going to tell you that. Pharmacology. They're going to tell you that it's not witchcraft. That's not sorcery. They're going to tell you that. She said even if you sage, which is born in bush and all of these kind of things, she said that's witchcraft. She said crystal is witchcraft. Something that was created by the God that she claimed that she believed in, because they believe that God creates everything. You see how idiotic it is when you allow secular Christianity to brainwash you and you do not understand that the Bible is a book of mind science, and that the Bible just said the human mind must be interpreted psychologically. Everything here that I'm reading here, before anyone could do any of these things, that the first be a thought, that the first be an idea, that the first be imagine. It's all mental, so she do not understand the drama that's playing out in the mind of God and the devil. God and the devil is speaking about your thoughts, your mind. The drama is playing out in your mind. It's not no entity outside of yourself. It's all about you, something that's taking place within you. She even said acupuncture is witchcraft and it's demonic. She said meditation is witchcraft and demonic. So then all her life, she's living a life whereby she just demonic and she just full of witchcraft. Because people think meditation is when you take an hour or half an hour or 15 minutes out of your day and go into a place of silence. No, meditation is forever. Meditation don't stop even until when you are asleep. Your subconscious mind don't ever stop. You don't ever stop. Like you're in a talking, you're always talking. You're always thinking. And you're always breathing. So she called it thinking and breathing, demonic and witchcraft. You see the ignorance that secular Christianity just keep people in. She said masonry, and she never been a mason. And she said Freemason. Why are we believing in things that were never part and believe what the preacher say? The preacher has never been a Mason. He's never been a Freemason, but yet he's going to tell you about whether what they're doing and so on, and you're not a part, and they are the secret, and you don't know what's the secret. It's all bullshit. So I'm just exposing all the bullshit. So she said Eastern Star. So don't you know that we are a star? So then if the Eastern Star, you believe in Eastern Star, you don't know Eastern is talking about within, the star that is within you, the life that is within you, the light that is within you. Then you're going to take it and give it your own interpretation. She says Santa Maria, all of those things, Palomayombe, anything that have to do with your spirituality, anything have to do with your ancestry. She says Shango, even Shango. She called all of these things witchcraft. So basically, those who brainwash you to believe in secular Christianity, they make you turn around and call your own spirituality evil. Being in touch with your higher self, being in touch with the nature, you make you call it evil. That's why people call voodoo and all of these things evil. No, they're not. It's basically based on manipulating energy. It's all about being with, in oneness with nature. But as you know, everything can be used for good and for what they refer to as evil. But there's no really and truly, there's no good and no evil. Just thinking, make it so. As I said before, it's just the polar opposite of the same coin. Two sides of the same coin. But most people do not understand that. She said, certain things, she said, these things are casting, spell casting. And she failed to realize that speaking your words, they are spells. And when you're in school, they tell you you're going to do spelling. So then, so your whole life, based on our Christian mindset, our brainwash Christianity mindset, every aspect of your life is actually witchcraft and it's demonic. So the whole world is full of demons. That's what she's saying, including herself. That's the ignorance of secular Christianity have kept the people in. She said, love attraction, all these things. Believing that the universe is going to bring things to you and attract things to you. She said it's evil. And the same people that's behind this platform teaching people these things, they're using these same platforms to generate money. Don't make nobody fool you. You have a YouTuber, man. I don't even want to, respond to people, go at those kind of people to really expose them, to show them how they're brainwashing the people, because most of the time they YouTube monetize, and also they have things that they are advertising, that they're using to generate money, because everything has to be an investment. Everything is basically a business. Life itself is based on business. You inhale oxygen from the plant and you give them back carbon dioxide. It's exchange, it's giving and receiving. It's the principle of giving and receiving. So these people are hypocrites. Because why they will come on platforms like this, and these platforms that they're coming on, before these platforms could have been established, they have to first be a thought, they have to first be an idea, and these people believe in these very same things that you're calling demonic and calling witchcraft. Because these people have to believe in themselves, and most of these people, they do not believe in no Jesus and believe in no Savior no 2,000 years ago. She said altars. People putting up altars in their home. She said that is witchcraft and that demonic. But yet the preacher will stand behind the pulpit and tell you come up to the altar, come up to the pulpit, and then tell you that you must call upon a God outside of yourself and believe from that time you save. And then they'll tell you that you have to kill a host of animals and sacrifice blood in the Bible. Yet these same people want to come and tell you what is good and what is not good. You see? She said manipulation, and she failed to realize that Christianity is the biggest manipulator to manipulate people's mind. Politics and religion about what is used to manipulate the mind of the people, and academic education too. Used to manipulate the mind of the people. They often want to tell you how to think, but they want to tell you what to think, I should say. We can never teach you how to think. They only want to tell you what to think. And then she said, consulting with witches. If you understand that witch is a wise person, and a wizard is a wise person, not around consult with someone who have more wisdom than you because they have experience, because they are witness of something and they experience something and you haven't experienced it. But yet they say they believe in prophet. Yet they say they believe in a man 2,000 years ago. Yet yet they wanted to consult in Jesus the dead. And they believe Jesus called a man from the dead. Yet you never seen a preacher who call no one from the dead. She go on to say how calling upon your ancestors. She talk about calling upon your ancestors and water witching. Like if you use water now and thing for manifest stuff. All those things she says witchcraft, the demonic. So if you call on your ancestors and believe in your ancestors, she said that demonic. She said Reiki is demonic. She said even martial arts. So even when we was little children and we was playing around, it's Bruce Lee, as this, as that. See, all of that is demonic. Watch a person. Could you believe that people could be so brainwashed and so deceived, so ignorant? I remember growing up as a little boy on the beach, kicking each other, playing Chinese thing. She said that demonic. She said to believe in your chakras is demonic. And she said manifestation is demonic, but she want to manifest people to follow she and people to seek help from she, giving them advice on TikTok. My, how much more brainwash a people can become by believing in secular Christianity. How much dotish Christianity can make someone be. I mean, sometimes I have to really kind of rant and be harsh to see how ignorant the people has really been. And I'm saying to you, not until I become more aware and become more enlightened that I see how ignorant a race of people could be, and races of people all around the world, I should say, are people in general. But it really, I mean, when I look in the mirror, I'm seeing the image of a black man. I know that I'm not black when it comes to my spirit, because I experience myself as spirit. Okay? And I know all is just consciousness. I know all of that. But being in this physical body here, in this existence here, okay, that outer identification or look would be said, he is a black man. Okay, so I'm speaking from that angle. It really helped me to realize where we at, which I never used to see before, how ignorant our people can be and how much we do not have much financial literacy. Those are some things that I really come to realize. And I would really like to help us to grow and to expand in these kind of areas and to uplift ourselves and to believe more in ourselves and help to inspire the world more and to uplift more and to bring words of encouragement and to bring words to enrich, words to uplift people, not to bring fear, to bring love. If you're going to speak about God of love, because Love is the greatest power there is. And God is love, and love is God, and God is yourself. That's why you cannot have a love if you do not know who you are. And you cannot give love if you do not know who you are. I remember I just recently I met a woman in my country who now come to the realization, and I had that long desire for her, because one time she rebuked me and all kind of thing and so on, and now she realized that she was given a false God to worship. And she shocked me when both of us were speaking, and I asked her, where is God and who's God? And she said, right in front of me here speaking to me. And I put my hand at my mouth, and then she began to tell me she grew older and wise, and she now catch herself. You see, so my brother and my sisters, it's time for us to really examine ourselves, and let us use whatever knowledge that we have to help us to know that everything is mental and everything is psychological. Everything has to first be a thought, it has to first be an idea. Those of us who knows that, do not go all over the place with them when you're speaking to them. Just get them to try to understand, or to try to just research the law of mentalism and check out all the other laws to help to give them a better understanding of cause and effect. So my brother, my sisters, I can go on and on and on, but I just want to share this message with you and help to encourage you, to let you know that Christianity is out with their fear-mongering. They're no different than the news that is out there, all bringing negative vibration to the people to keep them under the energy of fear and what is happening in the world right now and the amount of fear. Yet these religious people, they have no remedy for the coronavirus. They have no remedy for the pandemic, the scamdemic. They have no remedy for it. It exposes them. And I'm saying to you, if at this point in time, your eyes haven't opened and you haven't wake up to see what is going on, something definitely wrong with you. I don't know when you're going to wake up again. And that's why many people are putting their generation, even up to the third generation, into another sort of slavery again. Because of a choice, just a simple choice. Because they want to choose a lifestyle over life itself. Once I have life, I have hope, I must survive. And as a matter of fact, there comes a day you have to die. There's an entrance and an exit. So my brother, my sisters, we have to empower ourselves and stop believing all of these kind of bullshit that they're talking about demonic and talking about witchcraft. If there was such a thing as witchcraft, then the biggest witchcraft man that there has ever been would have been their freaking Jesus. Turn water into wine and all of these things, calling back the dead from the grave. Then he would have been the biggest witchcraft man. He would have been the biggest obeah man. So my brothers, my sisters, you have to reject all of these bullshit that have been fed, that the people have been fed with for so many years, especially the women. And when the men follow the women and go in church, men end up being sissified. But there's so much of things to expose the whole religious church system, that bullshit system and that political system and that false educational system that they use to just make you an employee and don't want to empower you. All of these things. So when they're talking about demonic, these people want to be stoned with shit. But anyway, I don't want to go on and make it a rant. So I want to come to a close. I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me and what I'm saying makes sense, it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you feel strongly led to follow me on TikTok, or if you feel strongly led to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, there's always a PayPal link down below. Feel free to do so if you feel strongly led, because when you feel strongly led, you'll be doing it out of love, not out of fear, like the preachers make people give to them out of fear. Also, I want to invite you to be a part of my Patreon community if you feel strongly led to do so, and I have a lot of good work there that will help you. Also, I have a course there that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to create your reality consciously, and it's all about you aligning with the inner sun, the light that is within you. That star that is within you, that eastern star, that inner star, that inner light. Okay, and if you feel strong to check it out, feel free to do so. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.